Welcome back to another YouTube video, and this is a very different video. We are still talking about SEO, but more importantly we are actually talking about video SEO strategies and how to scale out your organic traffic on YouTube, because I have been getting asked this a lot. So if I was to actually just pull up some of my stats, if we take a look at our analytics, as we can see, we have been uploading every single day. We actually uploaded twice on one of the days. But as you can see, we have been consistently growing our YouTube channel. In the past 48 hours, we have had 1,000 views, and our subscriber count is going up every single day. As you can see here, subscribers 344 over the past 28 days. And if I expand this over the last 90 days, as you can see, 2,100, or actually we'll just do lifetime. So 3,800 across the lifetime. We have had good watch time, and again, views, 188,000 views over the past, or the lifetime of our YouTube account. Now, a few things that I want to touch upon that is working for me right now. One thing that I have started to do is the actual amount of tags that I am including in my videos, I have decreased it. So if I scroll to details here, as we can see, show more. As we can see, we actually have decreased it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 tags. Now, previously what I would do is I would try to stuff as many tags that I possibly could. And I would try to use the 500 limit. So for the tags, as of recording this, which is the 17th of March, March, 2024, there is a 500 character limit when you are setting up all of your tags, and I would just try to essentially spam that as much as I could. Or maybe not spam it, but just use as many keywords as I possibly could. Now, what I have found is that if you use less tags, I try to aim for a maximum of 10 now. You do seem to get a lot better view rate when doing so. Now, another way that you can actually try to get tag ideas, so let's say this is a video on e-commerce SEO. What I typically do is I will go to YouTube and I will do something along the lines of e-commerce SEO, and I would take a look at who the most viewed videos are first of all, but I would also take a look and see who has recently uploaded on this topic. So for example, we have got how this small e-commerce site is making over 300k with SEO and 0 backlinks. So I would take a look at this and see their tags. Now, a good Chrome extension that you guys can get is vidIQ. Highly recommend it. It is also free as well, but it tells you the video tags for that specific video. So if you ever did want to try and replicate a video with your own expertise, highly recommend this tool because it gives you all of the information. Now, another thing that I have also started to do a lot of is custom thumbnails. Custom thumbnails, I feel that are really important, especially if you are rehashing that thumbnail for Facebook, your mailing list, Twitter, etc. So as you can see here, all of my podcasts have a certain thumbnail style, and then everything else is a little bit more colorful. It always has like the text in the actual thumbnail. So if I was to click on 3 million, or this here, 3 million plus traffic programmatic, and then it's got like an arrow and then the amount of clicks and impressions and stuff. So it kind of explains what the actual video is about, but for somebody that understands programmatic SEO, they would be like, oh my God, how has this website got 3 million traffic? Now this strategy, obviously I'm doing it for SEO right now, but this can be applied to anything. So if you guys, for example, are a local business and you are trying to get more clients for, I don't know, kitchen remodeling. Kitchen remodeling is a very visual product. So you could do, for example, videos on that and it would get traction. Again, we're just trying to diversify our traffic, so we're not just relying on just solely Google. YouTube, obviously, if we take a look at the actual channel analytics, we've had 188,000 views so far of the lifespan of this YouTube channel. So it is a lot of eyeballs that we have been able to acquire on this channel. So it is definitely something that you guys should be doing. If I had to rank the importance of the actual videos, obviously the content that you're putting out there has to be well researched. So for example, I might do a video on keyword research, I might do a video on internal linking, I might do a video on backlinks, for example. So all of the things that I'm speaking about is relevant to SEO. Again, I'm doing this video, it's well researched, I'm talking about my experience uploading as a YouTuber. So that's probably number one. The number two in the ranking order, I would probably say, is the thumbnails. The thumbnail is pretty important. It can obviously get a lot of eyeballs and get a lot of CTR and stuff, and also you can split test your thumbnails as well. So always just bear that in mind when you are doing your thumbnails. Don't just use the same old Canva design that everybody has been using. Try to use a variation of different thumbnails. Like for example, I'm talking about AI, and if we actually load up this video, you can see there's a robot here, and then there's like an arrow to 17,000. It's almost indicating that I used AI to acquire that. But again, it drives the click to your video. Obviously, don't try to be very or super clickbaity. Try to essentially showcase what you have done in the video on the thumbnail. Like for example, I interviewed Corey, and the actual thumbnail here says, does topical authority work? Obviously he is an expert in topical authority, that's why the actual thumbnail resonates to both his audience and also my audience. People would want to watch something like that. They would essentially think, oh, does topical authority work? So again, if you were to do this, for example, in law, you might say, does injury claims still, or can you still claim injury claims? So like for something controversial works very well. One thing that I would also consider is anything that is newsworthy. So for example, I have been talking about the manual actions or the core algorithm update that has been recently happening. There's a lot of people talking about that on Twitter at the minute. If you're not in the SEO space, it's basically Google's rolled out an algorithm, so websites have either dropped or they have essentially come up in the rankings, and people are kind of freaking out, thinking, oh my God, my website's potentially dead in the ground. Or people might be thinking, wow, I've been able to transform a business overnight, why has this happened? So people would be questioning what's essentially happened. A core algorithm update's happened, and I'd done a video on it, and it did get a lot of eyeballs on that video. So you always do need to be looking at trendy topics as well. Now again, in certain niches there might not be any trends, but if you are in, for example, laws change all the time. So if you are the first law firm, for example, speaking about the new laws that have come into play in the UK, people will watch that video, and again, it can get a lot of eyeballs outside of YouTube as well. So just bear that in mind when you are trying to scale out your YouTube channel. that is always a good topic as well. But again, the actual content of the video is by far the most important part. Just bear that in mind. And again, as for the actual equipment, I'm just using a Logitech camera right now. I'm using Loom to record this. This video is super budget friendly to make. I'm just providing a good amount of value, hence why people keep coming back to my YouTube channel and watching my videos. So again, make certain that the content is of quality. You don't want to just be mass producing stuff that people don't want to watch. Low quality videos won't perform, even if you do have a good thumbnail, if you have the perfect tags, if you have the correct title, everything like that. It could be perfect, but if the actual quality of the video or the content inside the video isn't subpar, people will click off. So just bear that in mind. Again, the reason why I mention why that is so important is because the longer somebody watches your video means that they will be displayed more ads, which means that YouTube will naturally push your video to more people. So let's say, for example, Billy down the road watches the entirety of your video. That's a positive ranking signal in YouTube's algorithm. So they'll say, right, okay, how can we find more people like Billy to watch Kazra's video? And they will try to push it. However, if Billy was to watch, let's say 30 seconds of your video and was to click off, that would essentially be a bad ranking factor. And then Google would, or YouTube would say, right, we're not going to push this video anymore. Nobody likes it. So just bear that in mind when you are producing YouTube videos. It's super important to know that. But anyway, that has been my SEO video strategy. Again, if there are any updates to this, I will make a follow-up video. If you guys do have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section. And if you want a free 15-minute growth strategy for your website or for your brand, make sure to check out kazra-.com. Thanks.